So a couple days ago, I actually made a video talking about the recently confirmed news that Paul King is developing a new Wonka sequel with Timothée Chalamet. And again, it did get me thinking in that video, like, what is the future of Timothée Chalamet's career really going to look like? And in it, I did touch on how Leonardo DiCaprio gave him some advice one time that did actually suggest to him to stay away from the superhero genre completely and just do, movies, I think, that he really wants to do, but also movies that is not necessarily, I think, in the franchise category or, kind of moving away and just doing solo projects like the new Bob Dylan movie that he's doing. Again, this was like kind of what it looked like he was doing for a while, even with Wonka. But now we know Wonka looks like it could be potentially getting turned into a franchise. Dune looks like it is 100% getting turned into a franchise. And I think there could be a re-aggravated interest in Timothée Chalamet's mind that could be to potentially continue the franchise trend and capitalize on his fame and use it to add to a already pre-established franchise, like we could be seeing with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with reports saying that Timothée Chalamet could make his debut in the MCU movie playing a villainous Harry Osborn in Spider-Man 4, and this is being reported by the Supreme Sign File. Again, this is being reported by a couple other different people as well, that Timothée Chalamet could actually make an appearance in Marvel eventually as Harry Osborn. Now, we know that him and Tom Holland are really, really close friends, and I think if Tom Holland wanted Timothée Chalamet to do a role with him in the MCU, I really can't see him turning that down, especially if it's a antagonist to Tom Holland's character where they could, bounce off each other chemistry-wise. That could create really great tension between Peter Parker and Harry Osborn that was already so greatly recreated or created with Tobey Maguire and James Franco in previous films. I definitely think there is an ability for Timothée Chalamet and Tom Holland to be able to recapture what those legends did in the older movies and make it even better in the modern films. Now, again, I don't necessarily know if he will be in Spider-Man 4. I know this report does say Spider-Man 4, but I don't think they're ready to introduce Harry Osborn, just yet. I think, considering Peter Parker is most likely going to have a new group of college friends in, Spider-Man 4, I wouldn't be surprised if it's by the 5th movie, maybe Harry Osborn, Peter Parker moves on from the college that he's at now, which is a community college, I believe he'll be going to, because, again, no one knows his grades, no one remembers who he is, but I'm assuming potentially in Marvel will eventually work his way up to going to like a really high profile science college where he could maybe meet Harry Osborn, who he remembers was one of his childhood friends. Again, I'm not sure if that's where they're going to go with this, but that's a type of story arc that we have seen in previous Spider-Man films and Spider-Man media. So again, that would be super interesting if maybe we get to see Harry Osborn in number 5 and he and Peter Parker become really good friends again like they were as kids, and then by the end of it or something, we see what I'm assuming is disruption in their friendship, and then maybe Harry Osborn becomes like a villain in Spider-Man 6, which who knows what he could turn into, whether that's going to be like a Hobgoblin, a Green Goblin Jr. like he was in Spider-Man 3, or does he, take some inspiration from the venomous symbiote that he gets in, of course, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Again, I really don't know how they're going to do this. It's still not even confirmed if any of these will happen. These are not the best sources out there, but I still thought it was really interesting to make a video, especially if they go and do all of this. Again, the only big thing counter-arguing everything that I've said right now is that the rumor has it is that MCU Spider-Man 4 will be called Brand New Day. And why that would counter everything is we know in the Brand New Day comics, Peter Parker does find new friends, and he goes to college and does everything like that. But at the end of the day, he basically makes a deal with the devil, which I believe is Mephisto, and he's able to get his friends back, and I think even get Aunt May back from the dead, which is a crazy story arc. So again, there are people saying that in this one, he will do a deal with Doctor Doom where his friends will remember him again, and somehow Aunt May will come back alive in this universe that Doctor Doom has created in Spider-Man 4. But again, we really don't know if that's all true. I don't know if there's going to be room for them to introduce Harry Osborn, or how they're even going to go about that. I really don't know, but that's why you guys are here, to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below. Do you guys think Marvel should introduce Harry Osborn in the new Spider-Man movies, and should he be played by Timothée Chalamet? Again, I'd very much like to know. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for the latest gaming content, movie content, all of the above. And subscribe to my sports and IRL/vlog channels, which will be linked down below. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.